Hey yo, what the fuck is up everybody? Back at it again with these late night commentaries back in front of this camera and back in front of this computer. Today we did back and biceps, very basic exercises. I want to get right to the point with these videos. I don't want to make them so long. I want to make them nice and short and sweet. So we warmed up with curls on the Z-bar, lightweight. Make sure you go slow, nice and steady wins the race. On these, feel the contraction on your bicep, and you will, and it does go a long way. After that, we did seated rows with a nice little close grip, and then for these, make sure you squeeze your shoulder blades. The back, it's supposed to be activated, so when you come, make sure you also have your core just nice and tight, slight bend on the knees, and nice and slow. Bring it back, feel that contraction as you go back, and keep a squeeze as you release. After that, we did a regular lat pull down, as you can see there. Make sure your elbows are flared out, and you will get a bigger squeeze and a much better squeeze. And let me tell you, if you work out chest the day before like we did, when you extend, you also extend your chest, so you will be sore. At least I am at the moment. Like, my whole upper chest is sore, and reason being is because of the little pumps. Those little pumps go a long way, guys, I'm telling you. Either chest, back, or biceps. And yes, he was wearing Hanes, so Hanes underwear, if you want to throw us a sponsorship, just let me know. And then we did overhand curls to work. This really works out your upper forearm, your upper forearm, and then your bicep as well. And then after that, we did a superset on the regular curls, medium grip, medium width, and then go all the way up, all the way down. Make sure your elbow stays in one position. You don't want to swing it forward. Make sure it stays in one position, just like you can see there. And my friend commented on my veins, and I didn't even know that they popped out so much. Like, right now you can't see them. Like, there's no veins in my body whatsoever, but apparently when I actually put in the work, you can see them. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I wanted to have when I was small, and like now that I do have it, looks like a fucking map and a street, and I don't know, it looks kind of cool but kind of gross at the same time to a certain extent. And then after that, we did this, I don't even know what you call it. It's like a reverse butterfly type of thing, and this was supposed to be meant for your back, but I did feel it a little bit more on my shoulder area, and I made sure I squeezed my back and my shoulder blades together to get a full squeeze on my back, but I did feel that there was more work being done by my shoulders. This is a great exercise because you do use your own body weight, and that is all that you really need. And a lot of exercises, main exercises, pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, and you use your own body weight, so it actually is a lot easier for you to see progress because you're never increasing the weight, so you always know how many you do and how many reps you improve upon on. And yes, motherfuckers, we fucking did calves again, and he raised up his pants so you can see how small his fucking calves are. Don't worry, my calves are probably smaller, but like I said, and like I will always say, train your legs, guys, because you want to look proportional. And if you want to get that aesthetic look, you want to have at least somewhat of muscles on your legs, at least have it be defined. And then we went on to do I like this because your seat is like a little flat back, like kind of like the incline bench press, and you just lean back, extend a little, open up your arms, and then you just curl it up, and that way you get more of a pull. At least I feel more of a pull sensation on the bicep, and you get more of a squeeze. And then after that, I'm gonna jump ahead, and we did just like a dumbbell row with on each side. And then for this, guys, make sure you go slow. So many people swing the fuck out of this, and I understand to a certain extent. Like, I get it. If you're trying to do, like, maybe for example, negatives, you swing it up and then you come slow down. I get that, not a big deal. But if you're not going slow, there's no activation when you go up and then when you go down. Look at, like, my back is neutral. There's actually a slight arch. My ass is sticking out. There's a slight bend on the knee that's using as support, and I try my best to control the weight all the way and keep my elbow as close to my body as possible, and you squeeze your shoulder blade in the back so you can feel that back working, and you flex on other people. Just kidding, you don't do that. I just wanted to scare my friend. And then he wanted to see how many pull-ups he can do, and I believe he did 5 or 6. I don't really recall. Maybe 7 or 8, I don't know. But usually he does this at the end. Sometimes more times than less he does it, just because he wants to see where he's at. And that's also a great thing that you can do no matter what you do. Like, have something that you can base your strength and your growth upon. Like, take notes on what you did that day. Take numbers on how much you pushed that day. And then for the next time, even if it's 1 pound or 2.5 pounds, the ones that, if you're doing a machine, there's sometimes 2.5 pounds or 5 pounds that you can add on at a time. And don't be afraid to use 2.5s and 5s. 2.5s and 5s are meant and are there for a reason, so you can fucking use them. That being said, just like I said, don't be afraid to use them, because slow and steady, if you put 2.5 one day and then the next day you put 2.5, or the next week you put 5 pounds, whatever it is, make sure that you always try to grow upon yourself. Even if it's like, instead of doing 8 reps, I'm going to do 9 or 10 this time. Or instead of doing 10, I'm going to 10 to 12. And if you want to gain strength, then you do it the opposite, the other way. You do 5 pounds today, next week, or in 2-3 days, your next chest session, you add 5 pounds. And then you add another 5 pounds. And then you add 2.5s. And then you do a deload and then do more reps. Whatever it is you want to do. I'm going to make a video on more specific things in the future. I just don't have that much time at the moment. But as always, just remember, consistency is key. No matter what you do, how you do it, just make sure that you're active and you're putting 110% at the gym. As always, don't forget to share this video for your family and your friends, so they can spread, or you can spread the information that I provide. And as always, make your muscles cry. I hope you have a good rest of your day. This is Gym Skirt, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Relationship goals.